Shashank says, how to be happy, uncle. Look, we all know that the things that we may plan and count on, including our own self-development, may not always come to fruition as we had expected, or at least in the time frame that we had hoped for. There are always attacks of all kinds to our psyche, whether from the people outside or whether from our own thoughts, which they're not our thoughts, they're just thoughts, but appear in our heads, and we think they're our thoughts mistakenly. And these attacks could be intrusive, could be ideas that have nothing to do with us, could be something we simply fall into and be fooled by and listen to, or be attracted to, or be convinced by, or be bamboozled by, be tricked, manipulated by. These are the elements and challenges of life. Sometimes from the outside, other people, sometimes from thoughts that appear in our own head. We need not focus on what's showing up in our head or what other people may have an opinion about us or utter negatively or whatnot. We need to put our happiness based on basics of life. Basics of life. Look at us now here. As I said a few minutes ago, we all had some kind of a plan. We all had organized, planned, drew designs for how we were going to proceed, what our next month's going to be, what we're going to accomplish, how we're going to make money, how we're going to do this, do that, so forth, so forth. Out of the blue, out of the left field, this nonsense showed up. Whoever, whatever is responsible, that's beside the point. It's here. It's messing up with the world, messing up with our plans. So you can see that not everything that we kind of plan can pan out, and things can interrupt it. We got to be prepared to still be happy even though such interruptions happen, as long as we can do our best to stay away from its direct harm. Then we can base our happiness on little things, small things, the fact that we haven't gotten sick. That's the big, compared to what the environment, what the situation is, you modify your criteria for happiness. If everything was perfectly, everybody had so much money and comfort and safety and everything is perfect in the world, which has never been and never will be, then your criteria for happiness could be, if I have a yacht, if I have this, if I have that, or if I don't know, live 500 years. But if the situation is not that perfect, then we got to alter the criteria for happiness to things that are readily available and all the time, because we want to be happy all the time. We don't want to be happy every few days or every few months or every few years. So we alter the criteria of happiness, standard of happiness, expectations for things to be in order for us to be happy, based on the condition that we're living in. The condition that we're living in right now makes us realize that the basis of happiness should be as simple as that. I can breathe, which that is actually the base of happiness for any era and any situation. Then you can focus on the fact that I have a little bit of tea. I have a place to be and the door is locked. I'm safe. I'm living in a relatively safe world, let's say. And I've got something to wash my face and hands, keep the hygiene, something to wear. I'm not cold. That's it. The loved ones are okay. That's it. So you modify the criteria of happiness. But if you expect the same thing in every environment, every situation that dynamically is changing in life, then you'll always be disappointed, because the environment and situations are changing, but you're not changing. You're supposed to be able to change. It's like you're trying to surf on the ocean, and every wave that comes, you just go right into it. Instead of riding on the wave, letting the wave actually show you the way, which way you can avoid it and be on the smooth side, you just go right into it because that's where I wanted to go. You got to modify, you got to be flexible. And this is the time to focus and base your happiness on basics of life, on the smallest things that is readily available, and on moment by moment. That's you climb a mountain. You don't jump on top of it, you can't, but you go slow, one step to the other, so you won't slip. And as long as you can have a good footing, that's a good step. Next footing, that's a good step. You just go inch by inch, piece by piece, step by step, and in our case, moment by moment, day by day. And make your plans for that moment. Make your plans for that day, half a day, full day, then the next day, and so on and so forth. Hope that answers some of your questions.